Hello everyone, and welcome to another one of my videos where I just talk and discuss about one of my hobbies, and this is the Moondrop Chu 2 DSP. This is a single dynamic driver DSP IM. Now what is DSP, you may ask? DSP actually stands for Digital Signal Processor. It basically allows you to EQ the IM and keep that tuning preset saved inside the IM itself without having to rely on any external EQ from other external sources, like an equalizer app or anything like that. You don't have to rely on those. So basically DSP IMs come with their inbuilt DAC chip, which is the digital to analog converter, so they don't need an external DAC, or don't necessarily need for your phone to have an external DAC. Now since these are also type C, that means you don't need a headphone jack either. Now this means that you can just connect it to your Android or newer iPhones without having to rely on any kind of dongle. Since mobile manufacturers just love to remove necessary things from their phones. Anyways, let's talk more about this. The Moondrop Chu 2 DSP, for that very reason, for being a DSP IM, makes this very desirable to a larger number of audience, because you can just plug and play out of the box. They don't need any dongle or anything, and also these only cost $24 US or 2,290 rupees. So these are really cheap and definitely a great first set for you. Now, I actually bought these with my own money, and this is not about to be some comprehensive and detailed review of these. I just want to share my experience using these IMs. And actually I've owned these IMs for 6 months now, and I have not faced any problems or issues, and I've absolutely loved listening to music using these. I bought these from Headphone Zone, and I'll leave a link down below if you want to buy them too. The link is not affiliated, and the video is not sponsored. I repeat, no affiliation, no sponsorship. I'm not getting paid. These are just my thoughts, and I just wanted to make a video about these IMs. Okay, now let's actually first look into the unboxing appearance. I'm gonna set these aside for a bit. And let me bring the box. Now this is the box that it comes in. As you can see, typical Moondrop fashion. Life on the box, and on the back they give a graph and some specifications as the material, 10mm high performance dynamic driver, the cable type and whatnot, frequency range, all the details that we don't really care about, because we only care about the IM and how it sounds. And yeah, this is where the IMs are. Just pull them out, and of course the now that's pretty much comes with 3 sets of ear tips, small, medium, and large. I don't actually use these. I actually use the drop spring tips. I'll talk about them. Okay, come on, stop being annoying. Also, it comes with a I'm really struggling with this box, aren't I? So it comes with a Velcro strap with a Moondrop name on it, and it also comes with one more thing. That is a carrying pouch, which, I guess it protects from scratches and moisture, but other than that, yeah, it's not protecting it from drops, but it's cool. I use these to store the IMs. Yeah, let's just put this back in. I'll actually just shove this to the side, and I'll take care of this later on. Okay, back. The cable can stay there because it's messy, and yeah, the cable is it leaves a lot to be desired. It works, and you kind of have to stick to the cable because that's the whole point. It's a DSP IM, that's the whole tuning. The cable is what makes these IMs as good as they are. and it's serviceable, but there definitely could be a better cable. Like the Moondrop Chu 2 OG, the non-DSP version actually has a better cable. So yeah. Anyways, and as you can see, I do use the Moondrop very own spring tips. Unfortunately, these do not come with them. So I had to buy them separately, and I'll further talk why I use them over the ear tips that come, with these in the box. Anyways, let's just now talk about like build and fit and comfort. These are full metal, as you can see, fully metal and brass nozzles, which are unfortunately prone to a bit of oxidation, but these don't affect the audio by any means, so no problems there. And I hope you can hear that, but yeah, full metal build, so good. I apologize for any and every background noise. Can't really do anything about that. And these are very comfortable. As you can see, they're small, they're tiny, they fit inside my ears, no pain or anything even after hours of use. And yeah, there are no issues whatsoever with anything in terms of build quality and the fit and comfort. Now for the sound, that's the most important part of an audio product, especially something like an IEM. The sound is always the most important. Now I love how these sound. These sound way too good for their price, and I feel like they could double the current price and still be worth the money. I mean, I hope they don't double the price, obviously. All my impressions of these and how they sound are gonna be with the spring tips, since they tame the bass a slight bit and smoothen the treble as well. That's my preferred sound with these. And so yeah, let's now talk about the sound in a bit more detail. The bass is pretty much similar to the Harman 2019 Curve. I will have that displayed on the screen. That's like the comparison with Harman Target and the original Moondrop Chu 2, and that probably is important, because like, why would you spend more money and buy a Type C DSP IEM over the OG one? These are going to be the reasons. These since this bass is similar to Harman 2019 Curve, this means a bit more emphasis on the sub bass as opposed to the mid bass, and this actually falls within my preference, and I love it. The response is quick and impactful without being too boomy. It almost, and I mean almost, feels like a planar bass at times, which is quite a bold statement, but trust me, it sometimes does. And yeah, for the mids, now this is where the Chu 2 DSP really fucking shines. The mids are actually wonderful, especially the upper mids. Almost all the music I listen to has female vocals, and these IEMs actually shines in that aspect quite a bit. Now compared to the OG Moondrop Chu 2, this just fixes the issue where they have a bit too much upper mid energy, which makes them sound shouty, and like female vocals just become a bit of a pain to listen to. Now in these there is no shoutiness, and female vocals actually do sound wonderful, so yeah, props to them for fixing a glaring issue with the Moondrop Chu 2. Now for treble, both the Chu 2 and Chu 2 DSP are pretty much the same treble except for the ear region. Chu 2 DSP actually has better treble extension, which does improve the perceived sound stage of these. And the treble is actually very nice, very sparkly. It sounds magical, and I love the treble, so I have no issues with it. And I am a treble head as well, so And I also feel like the treble won't be a problem for anyone else, since it's done in a good way and it's not peaky, and it's not very sizzly. I don't know if that is even a word, but I'm just gonna use it. Now, like I said, I use the spring tips, and there's also another reason. It's because the spring tips just fit me better. They're just very good, very grippy, and yeah, they do also reduce the bass, like I said, which I personally prefer. Now, these actually work with the Moondrop Link app, which you can get from the Play Store and the App Store from Apple. And I don't really mess with that, because honestly for me they sound perfect out of the box. You can, however, choose between different presets in the app to change the tuning, and they do make a change in the sound signature. And you can also EQ in the app by yourself, and once you save the preset, you can use them anywhere, even on your computer, which does not have the Moondrop Link app. But the tuning will be saved on these, and you don't have to do anything. You just, they will sound like how you tune them on any device once you save them. Now DSP implementation is actually very good here, and there is no buzzing, no hissing, no like crackling sound, like no like latency issues and whatnot. Let's look at this much more. Just very tiny, very compact. I don't know. We shall admire this sometime later. Centralized. And yeah, so no complaints on the DSP either. Now, finally, I'm just gonna say I really recommend these if someone is looking for a balanced sounding IM and does not want to deal with dongles and just the no 3.5mm jack on phones, that bullshit. Now the DSP technology, like I said, does not have any flaws in my opinion. Like I haven't found any problems with it, so no like complaints from that aspect. This is the biggest complaint with DSP IMs. The implementation is kind of wonky, but here it's actually perfect. Now I would even call these a gateway drug to this hobby, and I own a few sets, and this one arguably has the best tuning out of all of them for me personally, but that doesn't mean they sound the best. They just have really good tuning. Of course, these are still limited by the fairly cheap probably dynamic driver, but I actually think they're tuned amazingly, and that's all thanks to the DSP technology. But sound is very subjective, and everyone prefers something different. These are amazing for me, but could be trash for others, so don't take my word for it, and take this video as a reference before buying the Moondrop Chu 2 DSP. And if your preferences match mine, you will not be disappointed with these. Trust me, these sound really good for their price. Really freaking good. And yeah, so yeah, that's all I really have to ramble about. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and opinions about the Moondrop Chu 2 DSP. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.